Hi, Logan here for VacBin.com, and today we're going to be reviewing and doing a test of the Shark Rotator Powered Lift-Away Deluxe vacuum. That's a pretty long name, but this is a pretty amazing vacuum. I have to say this is one of the best vacuums I've ever tested. So let's take a look at why I say that. First of all, Shark has gone through with a lot of criticism that people have had with the past models, and they've improved upon it. So one of the examples of this would be headlights. Back in the days of the first Navigator, there were no headlights on board, and they got criticized for that. Over time, they've added headlights, like with the last generation Rotator Professional. They added headlights on both sides. Well, that's great. On this model, they've added a full strip of headlights along the front. In addition, they took some of the best things from their other vacuums and rolled it into this one. Like the Shark Rotator's brush roll, or the Shark Rocket's brush roll, which had a tendency to feel self-propelled because that brush dug into the carpet, grabbed it, and pulled the vacuum forward. This vacuum feels self-propelled in that way. If you just hang on to it and let it go, it will pull itself forward, which is really nice. They've also done some firsts on this vacuum, such as they've redesigned the lift-away feature. In the past, when you used the lift-away button, the bottom power head would come off the vacuum, and you'd be left with the bin, and the motor, and the wand. Now, if you press the button, the bin and the motor come off, but the wand and the power head stay on, which makes it look a bit like a canister vacuum, you may be saying. Well, that's because this vacuum has its secret life. It turns into a canister vacuum. Right there, the caddy that follows this comes right in the box. So then you just unhook this little cord, or the hose clip, and you're ready to go. And you can vacuum like a canister would. Well, that's great, except it's missing some of the things canisters typically do, one might say. Well, not so. You see, they've added a lot of great features that make it really easy to use. One of the biggest changes, in my opinion, that they've done from the last generation is they fixed the hose. The hose used to be very stiff and it wouldn't stretch, and the vacuum would fall over constantly. Well, now the hose is nice and stretchy. Furthermore, in lift-away or in canister mode, it can't fall over, so that's also very nice. Another thing they added is the fingertip controls, which allows you to turn on and off the vacuum, adjust speeds, or turn on and off the brush roll. So why don't I show you that right now? Power button, this little switch, and then a little window that shows you what mode it's in. It can be in hard floor mode, turbo carpet mode, or standard carpet mode. Standard carpet reduces the power a little bit for high pile carpet, so that it doesn't dig in too deeply and make it hard to move. Turbo's for low pile carpet, and that allows the full power of the motor to come through and the brush roll to be on. And then the hard floor mode uses the full power of the motor and the brush roll turned off. In addition, it has an LED spotlight on it, which means that when you are vacuuming and you're using attachments, whenever you don't have it plugged into the motor head, the LED spotlight turns on. So when you're cleaning your couch or your car, you have that little spotlight to help you see the dirt. In fact, let me demo it. Nothing to turn on or off, it just happens. And what's really cool is when you connect it, it automatically turns off. So, really, really cool on that front. In addition, they fixed a lot of the problems with the brush roll indicator. On previous units, sometimes the brush roll indicator would get stuck in the off position, even after you remove the jam or clog, and it would take multiple reboots or sometimes a brand new power head to fix that. They have repaired that problem, and it doesn't look like that's coming back. So now you're probably wondering, well, how well does it clean? Well, why don't I show you? I'm going to pause the video for a moment, put out a little test track, and we're going to do a little test right here on camera. Alright, here we have two piles. We have a pile of whole, uncrushed Cheerios, and a pile of crushed Cheerios. So, we're going to be using this in canister mode on the turbo setting, because this is low pile carpet. One pass back and forth and see how much it picks up. So let's give it a go. On the whole Cheerios, it completely obliterated them and there's nothing left. And let's try it again on the crushed up Cheerios. Once again, it is all gone. So this machine does an amazing job. There's literally nothing left on the carpet, save for a couple spots which I didn't even go over, and I'm just going to get those right now, because it's so easy. And that is just how well the machine cleans. So why don't I show you a couple more features on it. In addition to cleaning carpets, this machine does really well on hard floors, both with the power head in the hard floor mode, or using the hard floor genie tool, which comes in the box. Now the hard floor genie basically has a channel for the vacuum, and then a microfiber pad underneath which will sweep and make sure that everything is clean as you go over it back and forth. That pad is washable, and it comes with a pad that you just throw in the washer after you're done, and it gets it all nice and clean. Very simple. But this machine is a beast. I have to say it is the best cleaning vacuum that I have ever tested. I have never seen something pick up so much small dirt like flour, medium dirt such as oats or crushed up Cheerios, and large dirt such as the actual Cheerios, the whole Cheerios that you all just saw, and it just attacks it in one pass, and it really does an amazing job. That said, there's one thing, if I have to say one con of the vacuum, there's one thing that I'm not particularly fond of, and that would be the size of the bin. The bin on this machine is rather small, as this back part here is the cyclone, and everything this part, this little line back, is all cyclone, and about here forward is all dust collection space. It fills up pretty quickly with how well the vacuum does. In my tests for a medium-sized room, I was having to empty the vacuum about once per room. So, not a huge criticism, but if you have larger rooms or larger house where you don't vacuum very often, just be aware that this machine will pick a lot up, and you will have to change it very often. You will have to empty the bin very often. I'm sure Shark will probably hear this and make a pro version of it with the longer cord and a larger bin, but that will be sometime down the road. And right now, this machine does not have a larger bin. So it also does very well on pet hair as well. It just sucks it right up, and I can't find any major messes that this machine doesn't do well on. So I have to highly recommend this machine. I'm rating it a 10 out of 10 because it is so amazing, minus the small criticism over the small bin. But other than that, I can't find any flaws with this vacuum. In addition, it comes with a 7-year warranty, so should something happen, Shark will replace it, which does beat the 5-year warranty on most Dysons. So something to look out for. At the time of recording, this vacuum retails for $349. You can find it in stores or at Amazon.com. But if you check below in the description, I'll show you where to find the lowest price on my website, vacuumin.com. Or you can just search Shark Rotator Powered Lift-Away Deluxe in Google, and that should find you some stores near you that sell it. So this has been Logan here for VacBin, signing off.